Hi, my name is Carol Pepper. I'm the CEO of Pepper International, a money management and consulting firm in New York City. I've been working with money and wealthy families for many, many years on their financial investments and on all aspects of helping their family achieve their goals. You can read more about me on my website here. Today, we're going to talk about an important subject, which is love and money. And just remember what the Beatles said. Tell me that you want the kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. And that is true. When you're from a wealthy family, love and money can be a little bit more complicated because money can complicate the relationship. So we're going to talk today about some of the things you can look out for and how you can go ahead and find yourself a good match that is a great love match and a great financial match. So we're going to cover a few topics today. What is the major cause of divorce? Who are the devils to avoid and who are the addicts to avoid? How do you make a good financial match? What is more important than the ring? And then why should you have a prenup if you decide to get married? Did you know that in the United States, the major cause of divorce is money arguments? Over 60% of divorces in the United States are caused by people fighting over money. And some of you might have seen your parents do this or might have seen your parents' marriages break up and divorce because of money problems. We want to avoid this area of problem in your relationship so you're much more likely to have a happy marriage in the future or a great boyfriend-girlfriend relationship now. Now, who are the devils to avoid if you decide you're looking for love? Whether you're looking for a boyfriend or a girlfriend, there are certain people that you definitely want to avoid. And these are people that are going to be targeting you because your family is rich. These people are called fortune hunters or con artists, and basically they spend their days trolling around on the internet, reading up on wealthy families, and targeting kids from wealthy families, both boys and girls, to see if they can get them to fall in love and then get married into the family, and they figure they'll get a lot of money or get married for a couple of years and then divorce. We want to avoid these people. They are scary and they can be very convincing. Sometimes it's hard to figure out that that's what they're after. But it is a fact of life, and there are things you can do. First of all, if you get really serious with somebody, ask your mom and dad or your family office, if you have one, to do background checks on your potential spouse. They can contact a security firm and make sure this person has not been indicted for scamming people in the past, especially if this is someone, say, you met at school or you met somewhere and you don't know them for your whole life. For example, I know a kid who went to Harvard, and in the first 3 weeks of school, a girl targeted him, convinced him to elope, which he did, and then 3 weeks later filed for divorce, claiming that he had thrown her down the stairs and abused her, which was completely false. But he had told everybody at a party that his family was rich, and she decided, actually with her parents encouraging her, to try to target him to get money out of their family. Now, luckily, this kid's money was all tied up in a big family trust, and she didn't end up with anything. In fact, she got in trouble for fraud. But it did happen, and it made the rest of his dating life pretty miserable because he never felt like he could trust anybody ever again. So definitely don't rush into things. If you meet someone and you fall in love, wait. Do not run off and elope with somebody without talking to your parents, especially if you're from a wealthy family. That is a huge red flag that someone is after your money. You have to watch out for users. If you're going out on dates and this person expects you to pay all the time just because you're rich, never offers to contribute, perhaps in a non-financial way if they don't have a lot of money, then this is a red flag and you have to be careful. If they're constantly demanding expensive presents or trips, watch out. They're there for the ride, they're not there for you. And you really want to listen to your friends and family. If they're expressing concerns that they don't like your date, they don't like this person you're falling in love with, they've got a weird feeling or they've heard bad things, take that seriously. They're not against you, they've known you your whole life, and they may be seeing something that you can't see. In addition, if you really decide you're going to marry them, you must insist on having a prenup, and we're going to talk a little bit more about prenups in the future. If you have a prenup or insist on a prenup, chances are good if you've got a fortune hunter or a user on your trail, that person will disappear because they definitely don't want a prenup.